I'd like to introduce myself for starters, just in case some of you um, don't know me yet. My name is Sandra Bedard, and I am from Toronto, Canada. And I've been in the company for almost 10 years. On July 1st, I will be celebrating my 10th year. So I'm really excited about that. And tonight, it is my honor and pleasure to be the host of this fabulous webinar. And our presenter and trainer is Rico Quilao. So I would like to read you his bio. Rico is the Southeast Asia Business Development Manager at Opulence Global and a seasoned practitioner in the direct sales industry with over 20 years of experience as a driving force behind Opulence Global's expansion into new markets across Asia. Rico is responsible for the growth of the business in the Philippines and beyond. He works closely with the network of distributors in the region, providing support and guidance as they work to achieve their goals. Rico is amazing. Rico's commitment to building strong relationships with his team and fellow business leaders has been instrumental in the success of Opulence Global, our family. Please help me welcome Rico Quilao on this call today. And thank you for being here, Rico. It's all yours.
Well, thank you so much, Sandra. And of course, happy 10 years to you. Congratulations, for those long years. I know that it's quite a long journey for you, but memorable and full of fun and learning as well. So I just like to congratulate you for that, and also congratulate you for being always our amazing host. As what I have said to you on screen and on a personal note, that you have always inspired a lot of people, not just me, but the different people in different parts of the world. So thank you for all you do, Sandra. And I look forward to having you, not just a qualified host, but as well as qualified presenter and qualified trainer, because I know that you can do a lot. You can inspire a lot of people more and more. All right. So thank you so much, Sandra, for
Thank
all
you.
you do. And again, welcome to each and everyone here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I can see a lot of our partners joining us in different parts of the world. I can see people from Thailand. Sawadee Kap. Good morning. It's actually 7 a.m. Imagine that, 7 a.m. for our Thai team. And I know that, for Asia market, we are also very much excited about our upcoming event together with our lifestyle director for Rene Liao, who will be arriving very soon here in Southeast Asia. So to those, for all of our partners who are tuning in right now, make sure that you are aware of all the events that will be happening in Southeast Asia. You can invite your guests to come in. If you know anyone in each of those markets, in Philippines, in Singapore, in Laos, in Thailand, please do invite them, and we'll be glad to assist them in each of these events. Especially, that's the great thing about our business, right? Even if you're not there physically, you can invite them over. They will see the same presentation, same tour, same training, and they can be inspired, of course, by none other than our lifestyle director for our top income earner, our qualified trainer, someone who has, been in the business long enough to share all of his learning, to share all of his knowledge when it comes to how we can expand, grow, and build a sustainable business here in Opulence Global. And yes, I can see also people joining in from Australia. Hello, good morning to you. And also joining us from Canada. Oh, there's a lot of messages. I cannot cope with the messages right now. But of course, to all of our partners, thank you so much for tuning in and for taking the time to be in this call. And today's topic is all about personal care. And as I've said, I'll be covering for SVP Sanas. And this is something very important for us to learn, particularly when it comes to our personal care products. And of course, our advocacy is the Safe Home Revolution, right? What does Safe Home Revolution means? Well, it basically means to protect you, your family, and your loved ones by removing all the harmful ingredients from the product we use every day. And one of the mandate of Opulence Global is that we always heard it a couple of times already. If it exists, make it better, right? If it exists, make it better. And if it doesn't, create it, right? So that's the reason why when we manufacture, when we produce our amazing line of products, we don't just produce any ordinary product. We produce something that is of more value, something that is proven with clinical evidence, something that is carefully studied, researched, so that we will benefit from it, and not just benefit from it, to make sure that our products are totally safe. Now, I know that a lot of our partners are masters when it comes to, of course, our health products, the Fountain of Life, and probably the Divine. You can easily answer any questions that your guests or your prospects might have when it comes to our products. But when it comes to the personal care, I think we need to share more of it, because what knowledge is power, right? And the more that we know about these things, the more that we can, believe in it, and the more that we can share it with other people as well. And this training is basically designed for that, to provide you and equip you and train you with the information that you need to show people how valuable these personal care products are. And just to give you an overview of how personal care products are very important. It has been a growing massive industry all around the world. And I did some research here. Let me just pull up my screen here. In the US, imagine, huh? The personal care industry is a massive and fast growing global market that includes products related, of course, to beauty, hygiene, grooming, and of course, personal protection. And in the US, in 2024, it has grown to a $580 billion industry. Imagine that, $580 billion industry. And over the next few years, up until 2029, it is projected to be over $750 billion. That's around 5 to 7% growth from 2024 to 2029. So this means, what this shows is that people are becoming more concerned about, personal care products, how they look, how they want to be protected. And basically, we have amazing line of products that are available for us. Now we just have to learn more about it, as I've said earlier, so that we can believe in it. And when we believe in something, we would be glad to share it. We're excited to share it, right? So that is our focus for today's call. And let me just share with you my screen here so we can get started. So I'm just going to give you, very simple and basic information training equipping when it comes to our Safe Home Revolution products. And again, what the Safe Home Revolution stands for? I know that this is always a part of the tour, and you probably are very much aware of this already. Safe Home Revolution means to protect you, your family, and your loved ones by removing all the harmful ingredients from the product we use every day. Now, one of the things that you have to note is that our products are carefully manufactured and produced. We have a what we call reliable manufacturing practice, okay? Especially when it comes to GMP, which means good manufacturing practice. So it means that every process that is involved in manufacturing products are carefully analyzed, evaluated, and studied to ensure that we produce quality products all throughout the processes of manufacturing it. Okay? And also we have trained staff, hygiene, crucial for safe manufacturing. We have basically a scientific advisory board that are looking into our products, that are researching about our products. So when we say in our brochures, in our website, when we share all of the information there, it's not just a make-up information. This is basically founded on clinical evidences, studies. We have proofs concerning our products, and especially when it comes to products that has NPN3, it means that clinical studies and documents have already been presented and approved by authorities, by those who are experts on this field. So this is one of the amazing things that we have here. We basically, it's not just a backyard operation. We carefully studied a team of scientific advisory board that carefully studies and analyzes our product. So we have maintained facilities and calibrated equipment for safe production. Our facilities is not just ordinary. We have basically top of the line, innovative, and of course the technological features that are in the facilities. We have defined procedures and validation for consistent results, and documentation and record keeping is very important for us as well. We have detailed records and traceability throughout the production stages. Okay, so as with what we have said earlier, our mandate is that we don't include any ingredients that can cause harm to our skin. And a sad reality today is that, we don't read particularly what's on the label, right? So, as they said, if you are not able to read what's on the label, make sure that you don't put it or apply it or use it in your body and in your skin. But in here, our personal care and skincare line created to meet daily essentials without compromising the quality and ingredient safety. And that's basically what our Safe Home Revolution stands for. And our ingredients are backed by science to maintain and restore overall well being. And our commitment is to provide you, our partners, our customers, with the highest quality products. Okay? So let's go through them one by one. Okay, so on top of that, here is a no-no ingredients that most generic and well-known brands out there are still using, and you have to be very careful about this because some products are still using, animal products or byproducts, and of course, it means that these are cruelty-free products. What we have here, arginine, which causes skin sagging in some people, and that's probably you have observed that instead of you looking better, instead of you looking younger, you even look worse, right? So that's the problem with some of the ingredients that are in the products that are available in the market. So also some products have artificial flavors which causes allergies and hypersensitivity, carbon block inhalation which increases the risk of lung cancer. And you know what's interesting nowadays is that most of the sicknesses that are happening today are what we call chronic illnesses or chronic issues. When we say chronic, you would not immediately feel the harm that is being done in your body. It takes a longer period of time until it is accumulated in your body. The longer you use it, and then the time comes that you'll be able to, feel all of the harm, all of the danger, all of the uh, things that are not good for your body. So that's a problem these days. No, you cannot detect it at an early stage, especially when it comes to cancer, when it comes to heart disease, when it comes to diabetes. So all of these things can be detected later on, not immediately. And you say, yeah, it's okay to use this, but the truth is, it's already causing you harm each and every single day until the time comes that it will manifest huge. Okay, and then of course they have colorants, so, like some food dyes, increase the risk of cancer, and some manufacturers use this to make their products more attractive, right? Because color, of course, is a great it brings attraction, okay, particularly when it comes to food. All right, and then of course the diethylenolamine, okay, so that's the reason why I said if you are not able to read the ingredients, don't use them. It may react with other ingredients to form carcinogens. So just imagine all of these things that that's the reason why the people having cancer, having all of those chronic illnesses are increasing day by day, mainly because we ourselves are exposing ourselves to these things. And that is our mandate here. Our mandate is to help people understand that not all products are safe, that not all products are helpful. But what we produce here, what we advocate here is that you use products that will truly help and benefit you without having to experience any harmful effects from the ingredients that we use. So there are a couple of things here. So make sure that you understand all of these things. I wouldn't go through it one by one. So the first thing here is, of course, our FERI Flawless, which is an anti-aging skincare system. I remember the tagline that we use here: give us 5 minutes and we will turn the clock back 5 years. And who doesn't want to look beautiful, right? Who doesn't want to look younger? I know that a lot of people would want to have this. They spend millions and millions and millions of money, right? In order for them to look young, to look beautiful. And this is basically one of the product lines that we have here, a professional grade anti-aging skincare system containing the Norwegian spruce extract and microsilver. And I have shared this a couple of times already. When I was doing a presentation in our office, there was this lady who was, I presented all of the products. And then by the end of the presentation, I asked her, and that was during the time that I was still starting here with the Opulence Global, and I asked her, so, and she decided to become a partner by just using the products and getting discounts. And so I said, great, wonderful, wonderful. So how many FOL? That was a question that I asked. How many FOL would you want in your package? And then she said to me, no. It's more I'm more interested about the Fairy Flawless, the beauty products. And that was really an eye opener for me because different people have different wants, different needs, right? So do not assume that people would always want to take care of their health. Yes, health is important, but for some people it's not their immediate need, all right? So it's always good to present all of the products because different people have different needs, different wants. And at that moment, she said to me, "No, I'm more interested about the beauty products." And up until this day, it happened probably 4 or 5 years ago, and up until this day, she's basically using our Fairy Flawless products. Okay? So this is a very powerful product. There are no animal products or byproducts we use in testing or manufacturing these products. And it is tested, reviewed under the supervision of a dermatologist to ensure product safety. And I remember the story about this Fairy Flawless. The how it came about. Imagine our CEO talking, of course, to our scientific team, and of course, our David, may his soul rest in peace. And he said, give me the best beauty product, okay, the best beauty product, and he issued a blank check. And of course, David didn't understand what it means, that this blank check means. So money is not an issue here. I just want to produce the best beauty product that you can possibly create. Okay. And that's the history of our Fair Flawless. And that's what we have right now. A phenomenal product, spa grade, hydrating, anti-aging, clean, hypoallergenic, calming, protects against free radicals, suitable for all skin types, especially for different people with different skin conditions, suitable for all skin types. Microbiome supportive. It means that it enhances the production of good bacteria in your skin, and of course, it's made in Canada. Okay. And of course, we have this action foaming cleanser, which combines the power of natural ingredients to cleanse and moisturize and revitalize your skin. Calms and soothes redness, okay? And then smoothing, plumping, and anti-aging. So what this product does, it contains certain ingredients that helps remove the anti-aging skin bacteria on your skin. And a couple of times, because when we go out, especially here in Asia, when we go out, there's humidity, and as humidity, there's sweat, and then when there's sweat, what happens is you accumulate the dust, the bacteria, the germs, and it stays in your skin. And this bacteria causes damage to our skin, and that's the reason why we have what we call this what premature aging as well, right? You don't look your age, right? We all want to look younger than our age. I believe that everyone will agree to that. Okay, so what it does is it continuously cleanses us. It protects us from the anti-aging skin bacteria that causes damage and aging to our skin. So basically, we have all of these ingredients that are available in our products, especially the cucumber and chamomile, which revitalizes and invigorates the skin, hydrates and alleviates the skin irritation and redness. Okay, so this is basically our action foaming cleanser, and also it contains rosemary, which reduces skin inflammation and redness. It protects against free radicals for a youthful complexion. And we also have arginine, which promotes collagen production for firmer skin. I know that you are all excited for our collagen product, but do you know that this hydrating cleanser, this action foaming cleanser, also promotes production of collagen to have a firmer skin? So that's one of the key in order for you to have firmer skin. Collagen, okay? It improves skin texture, it enhances skin's volume and firmness, and it provides long-lasting moisture. And it also contains lactic acid, which is it exfoliates and removes dead skin cells. And this is what I love. Okay, dead skin cells, and it fades dark spots, refines skin texture for a smoother complexion. Okay. Now we also have in our Fair Flawless what we call the 5 day moisturizer, the 5D. And what it does is it nourishes your skin, increases firmness, it enhances elasticity, it provides noticeable firming and smoothing skin appearance as it restores volume. Fine lines and wrinkles are improved with a blend of plant extract and oils. Okay, let me just move this here. And it moisturizes and protects all day long. How would you love that, right? All day long. So another key feature in our 5D moisturizer or 5-day moisturizer, our day moisturizer is it also contains the Norwegian spruce tree extract. And as you know, the Norwegian spruce tree extract is a very powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial as well. So it basically helps your skin, of course, have this protection, particularly when it comes to antioxidant. Remember the apple? The apple illustration? The apple illustration is when you cut it, it oxidizes, and because of the attack of the free radicals, it becomes, damaged, just like our skin. Okay, so same is true with this antioxidant that is available in our 5-day moisturizer. So argan oil protects the skin from sun damage and naturally moisturizes. So especially for Asian market, which is very, very, of course, the harm these days are now very harmful, especially if you're going out late in the morning or towards the afternoon. And then we also have the peony extract, which protects the skin from oxidative stress damage, sunspots, and uneven texture. Okay. Iris florentina encourages a tighter, firmer, more youthful look with moisturizing capabilities that soften and plump the skin. So if you could just imagine each of the products by mentioning just the ingredients in here, it gives you much more benefits, right? So if you continues to use it over a period of time, then you can expect that these ingredients will work in your skin, and eventually over a period of time, you will become to look younger, you will become to look more beautiful, okay? And on top of that, the cassava root, which is a natural hydrator that brightens and softens the appearance of your skin, promoting moisturization and improving your skin tone. Okay? Now, also, a part of our Fairy Flawless product line is our Quad AG Night Serum, which eliminates harmful bacteria. So, this is what I'm talking about. It addresses skin irritations, it reduces inflammation, increases firmness, improves skin cells turnover, improves elasticity in supporting tissues to reduce the appearance of fine lines, and the blend of botanical extracts make your skin look smoother while toning with long-lasting moisturization that replenishes the skin. So, probably an illustration here would be that your skin is also needing nourishment each and every single time. Not just nourishment, but as well as protection. Because when our skin is not nourished, when our skin is not hydrated, when our skin is not protected, then what happens is it becomes damaged. And when that happens, that's the time that we look, not young. Okay. So it also contains the Norwegian spruce extract, again, palmitoyl hexapeptide, which helps support your skin and smooth out the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And of course, it also contains goji berry, and probably some of you are already familiar with this. We basically have a supplement here before that is producing this goji berry, but it creates a healthy glow and protects the skin against the abuse of environmental factors while improving moisturization. So that's basically our Quad AG. Now, as I've said earlier, we have here the Quad AG, which contains night serum, and on top of that, it has what? The micro silver. Now, this medical grade microsilver supports, calms, and addresses the factors that can cause your skin to appear aged. Now, this is a technological breakthrough. Probably some of you are asking what this microsilver is all about and why we, emphasize on this so much, because this microsilver is a premium grade medical silver, okay, German technology, which is basically responsible a very high and effective antimicrobial. Okay, so it's a natural pure elemental silver powder, highly porous and micro-sized particles of medical grade silver. So that makes it why it is totally safe because it cannot be absorbed by your body. Okay, it only rests on the surface of your skin, and it's no nanoparticles. So that's the difference that we have with other silver, right? So INCI cosmetic agent. Silver, it is produced in Germany with ISO 13485. Okay, so it's very, very important to learn that because, of course, the quality assurance and the safety when it comes to this product, and it is backed by more than 80 patents. Okay, so what does it do? Okay, so basically, what it does, the microsilver, okay, the premium grade technology is antimicrobial. So it's very, very effective when it comes to fighting the microbes, the germs, protecting you from all of these things, and even viruses. I even did a research before, okay, because during the pandemic, it was introduced, this microsilver, and I just type in the browser. I just type in the browser microsilver and COVID. Okay? So I'm not making any claims here. I'm just sharing with you my experience here. So I type microsilver and COVID. And if you would want to try that yourself, then you will be able to see how effective microsilver is when it comes to addressing the problem of COVID. So my point here is that there has been a lot of studies already when it comes to this, when it comes to protecting yourself from this harmful um, germs, bacteria, and even viruses. That's why it's written here antiviral. It's also anti-inflammatory. It's microbiome friendly. And again, it enhances the production of good bacteria in your body. And another thing is it has synergistic enhancer for other ingredients, long-term release of silver ions. It clings to the skin and hair. Now, that's another additional value that what we can get from microsilver is that when you apply it in your skin, it attaches itself. It clings to your skin. It clings to your hair. So it means that it is attaching it is clinging into your hair. It means that you have long-lasting protection all throughout the day. All right? Until you remove it, until you watch it, it's just there. And the longer it takes, okay, it says here long-term release of silver ions. The longer it takes, the more it does what it does, the more it works, right? So it's skin friendly, compatible, biocompatible, not nano. It is totally safe to use in wound care, oral care, and in implants. Okay, and here is another study that was conducted when it comes to microsilver, evaluation of zero point 0.1 microsilver cream on patients suffering from atopic dermatitis issues. So especially when it comes to skin issues, skin conditions. I remember when we were doing a presentation in Pampanga, there was this lady who has been feeling, some allergies and experiencing some itchiness all around, redness all around her arm. So what we did is what we apply the Fairy Sterling, okay, the Fairy Sterling hand and body moisturizer, and lo and behold, she was relieved from the itchiness, the redness slowly fade away, and that's because of the benefits that you can get from using the microsilver. Okay, so same is true here. Published independent 4-week clinical skincare study and 57.5 improvement in the score. Now, one of the things that we are truly happy and glad about our products is that we have clinical evidences when it comes to this. So these are very important basis on why these products are really good. So, and based on this study, no patient experienced Staphylococcus aureus colonization during the 4 weeks, and I believe that's bad, right? And that 69% of patients rated the microsilver cream as very good or good. An example of the improvement in skin condition in patients using a zero point 0.1 microsilver cream. Okay, and then of course, we have this microsilver available in our Fairy Sterling, as at what I have mentioned earlier. I totally love the scent of this. Okay, it's not greasy, and I want to tell you that my wife is very particular when it comes to what she uses in her skin, and totally she loves the Fairy Flawless, and most especially she also loves this Fairy Sterling. Okay, and she has been saying to me whenever it's running out, so make sure that we have ample stocks here at home. And she's loving it. She's loving it. She doesn't apply, anything that doesn't work for her skin. That's the reason why she looks very beautiful. She looks very young. Okay, and that is mainly one of the reasons for that is that she continues to use this microsilver. Okay, so microsilver is a non-toxic, nano-free medical grade silver, as what we have said earlier. Now, on top of that, imagine with this Fairy Sterling hand and body moisturizer, it does not just contain microsilver, but it also contains the most powerful antioxidant available in the market right now, which is the Norwegian spruce tree extract. You know what I used to do before this cave is that I put Fountain of Life in my lotion, body lotion, and moisturizer. Okay, so I put drops and I shake it, shake it, shake it, even before I apply. Okay, so that's what I did before. But now with the Fairy Sterling available, you don't need to do that anymore, because not just it contains microsilver, but it also contains, of course, our Norwegian spruce tree extract. Now, on top of that, it also contains olive oil extract, which is hypoallergenic emulsifier that has moisturizing benefits to skin without leaving behind a waxy texture. And that's another thing that my wife loves, and I love it as well, that it doesn't leave a greasy feeling. Okay? Aside from the scent, it doesn't leave a greasy feeling, and it just really smells good, and that you can really feel the softness, okay, when it comes to this Fairy Sterling. And then shea butter, and I believe this is the one that gives the amazing scent when it comes to our Fairy Sterling, the shea butter. Not just the scent, but it's also an excellent emulsifier, which helps bind moisture, contains vitamin E and catechins. As an emollient, it helps soften skin and even moisturizes cuticles. So again, very important to provide nourishment and moisture to our skin so that it doesn't get dry, it doesn't get easily damaged. So this is another important product line that we have here. And I believe that many people now, people may say, how does it, what was the value of it? That's the reason why it is premiumly priced, because it's a premium product. Microsilver is not cheap. Again, it's a premium medical grade silver. Okay, so that's the reason why it is premiumly priced, mainly because it's a premium product. It's not just any other product, and you have to understand that, right? So it cleanses microbes, hypoallergenic, dermatologically tested, hydrating, vegan, suitable for all skin types, long-lasting protection, protects against free radicals, paraben-free, phthalates-free, sulfate-free, made in Canada. And as I've said earlier, this is another product that you can use for a long period of time without causing harm, but providing you with all of the benefits that I have just shared with you. Okay? Now, a modern concept for more sustainable hygiene between disinfection cycles. There was a field study just to give you and let you understand how powerful this microsilver is. There was a study conducted in Nuremberg, Germany, wherein continued and lasting reduction of germs by up to 90% over an 8-day field trial on numerous surfaces. Imagine that. For 8-day study that was conducted, the 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 efficacy of reducing the germs was up until 90%. Okay? So that is the thing that was done in this study in Germany. So during the 8-day trial period, the spray was applied once on the buses on day one. So they got a commuter bus. Of course, a commuter bus, different people come into that, goes out, come in again. So imagine for those 8 days, how many people are holding on to these rails, how many germs are accumulated each and every single day. And on day one, they applied this microsilver. Okay. And what happened was, in those 8 days, okay, there was a continued lasting reduction of germs by up to 90%. So imagine how powerful this is. Imagine sharing it to, institution, establishments, that we have this kind of product that can, have long lasting protection against viruses, against germs, against bacteria, against microbes. All right. So this is, imagine a study that was conducted, actual study that was conducted, and has proven the efficacy of microsilver for a long period of time. Okay. All right, so you can basically apply it to your, particularly the microsilver spray. You can apply it to, the table surfaces instead of you using the alcohol, which dissipates immediately. So the moment it dissipates, it already, doesn't contain the efficacy that to kill the bacteria and microbes. But what it does here, microsilver, it clings on to the surfaces. It clings on to your clothes, and especially if you're cooking, okay, if there's a smell, now this is a very good way for you to remove the odor, okay, because it also removes the bad odors. So that's how it works. So you can spray it onto fabrics to improve the long-term hygiene of textiles, protection products, and face masks. So it has also so suitable for all surfaces. That is how it is being used, particularly the microsilver, such as breathing mask, face mask, scarves, work clothes. It can be sprayed on inside and outside of mask before and after use. Okay. By the way, if you have any questions when it comes to the topics that we are discussing here, please feel free to raise those questions. So this microsilver protection spray has been tested in Europe, and this product brings new levels of safety as its power is retained for hours. Rated in Germany, it's antiviral. Note that antiviral properties, which is of course they can make claims particularly in Europe, but it depends on your local market. Okay, because here in the Philippines they're very strict when it comes to this, so we're very careful about what we say as well. But of course, when we share our testimonies, we basically shared with them all of the benefits that we experience. So ideal for use on mask, it cleanses plaque without building bacteria. It cleanses plaque building bacteria without alcohol. Okay, vegan, natural, suitable for use on any material surface, anti-odor and long-lasting protection, but most especially children and pets friendly. Okay, so that microsilver is also present in our microsilver spray, and of course the oral care lineup. And we just recently launched our mouthwash as well as our microsilver spray, microsilver uh, mouth spray. And of course, we have introduced our toothpaste sometime in the pandemic. Okay, so and this has been very very good when it comes to protecting our oral health. Okay, so very important is our oral health. It's not just about bad breath. It's not just about you experiencing, something in your mouth, but basically, how serious oral health is. It also has an effect, particularly when it comes to our overall health. Like in here, we have evaluation of improvements after 7 days of using microsilver BG toothpaste on 10 patients suffering from gingival inflammations, stages of periodontal disease. So, did the toothpaste improve your inflammation? 100% said yes. Improvement after using toothpaste for 7 days? 100% said yes. Taste of toothpaste evaluated as comfortable? 80% said yes. So will they use the product in the future? 60% said yes, 40% said they do not know. And will they recommend these products to friends or relatives? 80% said yes. But what's more interesting here is that, not just because I have seen over the time that we have been sharing this microsilver toothpaste, we have seen a lot of testimonials of people who have toothaches. Okay, why it helps when it comes to toothaches together with the fountain of life is because it is not only an antimicrobial or antiviral, but it also is a very powerful anti-inflammatory. Usually the pain comes from the inflammation that we have, and that's the reason why when you use the fountain of life together with the toothpaste, then it also helps particularly to remove the pain because of the anti-inflammatory properties. Okay. And retainer, for those of you who have been using this, some people use this microsilver in their retainers so that it will not let the germs accumulate in those retainers and the braces, right? So germs removed from retainer after 6 months of use by sonication and then plated out. So that's another um, use for these microsilver toothpaste. But one of the things that I truly was alarmed about this issue about the toothpaste is because, as we have heard, I don't know if you have seen the video that asks, are you unconsciously poisoning your children every day? Have you seen that video? And to me, that was very alarming, right? Imagine questioning you, are you unconsciously poisoning your children every day? Of course, the answer to that is no, I don't do that. I love my children, right? But the question there is, are you unconsciously? You may not have known that you are giving your children things that are harming and poisoning their body. And which is basically true every time they use the toothpaste that contains fluoride. And if you do your research, there are a lot of studies that fluoride causes a lot of health implications, health concerns. And more than 20,000 Americans are being hospitalized because of fluoride concerns. And if we are letting our children use this each and every single day, this fluoride, then guess what? There's another study that says that using fluoride has a negative impact on the IQ development in children. Imagine that. And on top of that, in the labels of the toothpaste, it says there, okay, there's a precaution and warning, but we don't read that often, right? Who among you here are reading the labels of what's written on the labels in our toothpaste, right? I don't. But it says there, precaution and warning, okay? Consult, okay? Consult. Who should you consult if in case you swallow the toothpaste? Okay? Some say the dentist, some say, of course, the doctors, but it says there, consult your poison control center. If ingested, consult your poison control center. Now, what does that tell you? Right? So it means that it contains poison. That contains certain chemicals that can cause damage to our health. And who are the ones ingesting it, right? Of course, the children are the one ingesting this. And even us, there are still remnants, right? Remnants. Whenever we brush our teeth, we gargle it, but there are still remnants that we put inside our bodies. So our premise here, again, Safe Home Revolution stands for that we do not include any ingredient that can cause damage to your health. Okay? So that's what does microsilver does. It's totally safe, especially for children. Because again, microsilver cannot be absorbed inside your bodies. If in case you ingest it, it will just, be removed from your body over a period of time. Okay? So this is what I love about our Fairy Microsilver toothpaste. Again, it does three things: antimicrobial, antiviral, and it also acts as anti-inflammatory. Okay? So this is very, very good. That's why you can have long-lasting protection against bad breath because it has, long lasting fighting of germs inside your mouth, okay, because it clings on the surface of your mouth, okay. And also we have this microsilver protection mouthwash infused with microsilver bg and aloe vera have proven to lower plaque development, cleansing the bacteria that leads to oral health issues, lower inflammation, and it freshens bad breath. Now aloe vera, which is in our mouthwash, is lab study has shown that active substances such as aloe vera and microsilver can prevent inflammatory processes by binding or inactivating the signaling molecules. Aloe vera has an anti-inflammatory effect, and aloe vera plus microsilver BG in combination shows additional synergistic benefits. Okay. All right, and also we have the microsilver protection mouth spray, incorporating powerful ingredients to help with dry mouth, immediately cleansing microbes from our oral cavity. Well, of course, the microsilver BG embeds itself into the tissue, releasing bacteria cleansing ions over time, leaving your breath fresh and clean for hours. So that's a three power punch. When you brush your teeth and then all throughout the day you use the micro silver spray, you also use the micro silver mouthwash, okay. And lastly, the last topic that we're going to cover is, of course, when it comes to our hair care. And again, this is very alarming because I know that there are a lot of brands when it comes to shampoos and conditioners that are available in the market right now, right? And again, when you see the ingredients, you are not very familiar, and some are really causing damage to our skin, okay? So that's one of the things that you should be aware, that you should be cautious about, is that these ingredients, you cannot feel immediate harm, but over a period of time it can cause to a lot of chronic issues, chronic illnesses. Okay. So what I love about this product is that it is a three-in-one product. Of course, what we call the shampoo, body wash, and conditioner all in one. Okay. So it does not just cleanse you from head to foot, but as well as it nourishes you with powerful active ingredients to nourish your skin. Remember what I said earlier? It's not just enough to protect your skin, but it is important for us to nourish our skin so that it will maintain its vitality, okay, and its youthfulness. So fortified with hair building amino acids and vitamins that bring luster and strength to your hair while cleansing from head to toe. So it adds shine and body to your hair without feeling greasy, okay. So some ladies, especially when they use the sensual, okay? Our posh sensual. They feel like they have just gone to a parlor or rebonding, right? So that's what it does. So it contains, of course, our powerful Norwegian spruce tree extract. So imagine that as you are using our products, you're using the Fountain of Life, you're using the Divine, you're using the lotion, you're using the Fairy Microsilver, Fairy Sterling, and all these things. It contains this powerful active ingredients that helps you get protected. So this Norwegian spruce tree extract is also available in our shampoo plus body wash and conditioner. It also contains aloe vera, okay, which supports scalp health, biotin, which promotes hair growth, adding fullness while preventing breakage. Okay, so for women, they basically use this Posh Sensual, and for men, this is what I use, the Posh Captive. And first, again, I'm very particular with the scent. I don't like the harsh scent because I easily get dizzy when I smell this very harsh scent. But when I use this Posh Captive the very first time, wow, I love the smell of it. You cannot you may not even use the perfume anymore, okay? Because of the it is a very gentle but very I love the scent. I love the scent of this. And so it improves scalp hair luster and texture. It reduces hair loss, fights dry and brittle hair, itchy and flaky scalp, reduces dandruffs. And I also use it to my face, by the way. Okay, so because again, it doesn't contain any harmful ingredients that can cause damage to your skin. So whenever I shower, so I put a little one, okay, just pea size on the palm of my hand, and it's very bubbly already. So it can be used for your entire body from head to foot. Okay, that's the beauty about this. So this particular shampoo, it can last for me probably around 3 to 4 months. Okay, so that's very, very good to use each and every single day. Okay, so it also contains acai berry, which promotes skin health with vitamins that promote blood circulation in the scalp. So the benefits that you can get from using this is that it improves the scalp and hair health. So basically, it also helps remove the dandruff. I remember before using this product, I can see that there are a lot of hair fall. I can see it in the zinc, in the drainer. I often clean it. But right now I feel like, there's less hair fall. Okay, there's less hair fall, there's less flakes and dandruffs, and that's what I enjoy about this captive. And it locks in the moisture, okay? It reduces flakes and it adds shine and leaves hair without weighing it down. It provides protective barrier against the elements and it's suitable for all hair types, okay? And of course, all right. So probably we can end up with that. We have still 10 more minutes before we end this call. And I just want to focus particularly on this amazing product lines that we have, and I can see a lot of comments here. And I would just encourage you whenever you are sharing, not just focus on health. It's important for them to focus on health first because it's the most important thing, right? Most important thing is that they get to focus on their health. But again, not all people, okay, not all people have that immediate need of taking care of their health. Although we inform them, we educate them of how important it is, but what we have here also are products that they might be needing immediately. Like, for instance, who doesn't want to look younger? Who doesn't want to look more beautiful? Who doesn't want to get protected? Who doesn't want to have that product that they can use with all of these powerful active ingredients, nourishing and protecting your skin? So all of these things, every time you share, not just the health, but as well as personal care, so that can, just like what I have shared with you a while ago, the experience that I had. No, I would love the Fairy Flawless, right? So don't prejudge people that, they would want the health only, okay? All right, all right, all right. I think if we have some questions here, probably we can answer. I'm going to try to answer any questions that you might have, but so that we can address some of them. I'm just going to stop screen sharing. And yes, I would like to, of course, thank you so much for this time. And I would like to turn the call over back to you, Sandra, if there are any questions that we need to answer.
Yes, absolutely. Hello again, everybody. Wow, amazing, amazing. Okay, so yes, there are questions. I will not miss, I'll go check the box. Charlotte, I do see your question. I'll make sure if it's yours that's in the box. And it is perfect. I would not skip you, no worries. So there we go. We'll start, before I put my 2 cents, with the question from a lovely Charlotte. Rico, do we need to add sun protection when using the FERI cream set because of the UV or not? And also, can we use the body cream during the winter here in Canada, or is it better suited for the other seasons? Okay, so question number one, do we add sun protection?
Yes, thank you, Charlotte, for your question. Well, basically, our products are not sunscreen or sunblock, so you can always use sun protection, particularly addressing the UV, okay, the UV rays. So you can add it up, okay. So again, as I've said earlier, our product basically goes well with other products as well. All right, so you can add it up after you put on your protection. It's more of the protection, it's more of the nourishment, but when it comes to sunscreen and sunblock, so it is not what it's designed for. Okay. So you can basically add up a sunscreen that you can use as you go out. And for the next question, can we use body cream during the winter? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can use it as it also not just it protects your skin from the weather conditions, but one of the things that is important there is it nourishes, okay? Nourishment for your skin. So that's what it does. It moisturizes your skin. Especially I know it's now there's no winter here in Asia, right? In the Philippines, right? But one of the things that I also experienced when I went to Canada was the dryness. Okay, even if it's winter, even it's cold, there's still level of dryness in my skin. So you can add it up as well to help you moisturize, protect, as well as nourish your skin.
So
I
true.
hope I answered your question. If you want to add up, Sandra, please feel free.
Yeah, yeah. So Charlotte, yes, I hope that answered your question. I believe it should have. So I add FOL to protect your skin. Absolutely. You could add it
Yeah.
in your own products too, if there's some that you cannot use. For example, I have severe contact dermatitis, so I'm limited with
Mhm.
a few of our products. So I will add it, the antioxidant fountain of life, in my own products, and I'm good to go. And I've been
Yeah.
doing different
And
experiences.
and and Sandra, sorry to interrupt, but another thing that I do, especially when it comes to my face, because I'm driving most of the time, right? Because I travel a lot. I went to different events and tours, and there are a couple of times when I am feeling sleepy. Okay, so what I do have in my car is a bottled spray. Okay, so there's water in it, and then in that water I put at least 10 to 20 drops of Fountain of Life. Okay, in that water, so it's a mixture of water and Fountain of Life in my bottled spray. So every time I drive, every time I feel sleepy, what I will do is I will spray this on my skin. And of course, in my eyes, I can even spray it in my eyes. And
Oh,
it's not, yeah, yeah, because it already is a solution. But again, when it comes to the Fountain of Life, never, ever, ever put it directly in your eyes or in your ears. It's not recommendable to put it, it's not recommended to put it there because it contains very strong levels of ingredients and antioxidants, and our eyes and our ears are very fragile. But what I do is I put a solution, water and Fountain of Life, and then I spray it on, and it really helps. It really helps. Okay, it really refreshes me whenever I am driving.
I like that. Yeah, it's probably way too powerful for our eyes and ears directly, that's for sure. But you know what? You're right about the spray, because I had heard about that um, from some of my partners here in Toronto. And I actually, for the first time in May last month, did it when I traveled. And I've applied it in the evening after, the sun. And
Mhm.
for the first time ever, I didn't even peel. I didn't peel at all. And I saw my,
Wow.
so I burned my ears and, my scalp, my face and arms. So I did not peel. And I'm sure it's because of that spray. And my sister was using it too. It's amazing. It works. Yeah.
Yeah, is that there's some question here coming from Anne. Hello, Anne. Nice to see you here. Is plastic spray bottle okay or glass bottle? Well, basically,
Mm,
I use the plastic spray. Okay, plastic bottle. Sorry.
yeah,
So I wish I could, use the bottle, but of course, bottles are always fragile, especially if you're,
yeah,
going out. Yeah, it is recommended, more recommended to use the bottle, but especially if you're traveling and you don't want the breakable thing, then you can basically use the plastic spray, plastic bottle.
that's right. That's right. Agree. So, I use spritzer here in our tropical climate.
Mm.
Yes, you could make your own spritzer. So, okay, I think that's it with question. Just a little quick double check. All right. So, yeah, just a couple of minutes to go. Um, I could give my 2 cents. I mean, well, people that know me here, I always finish a call with my, commitment with,
Yes.
following this, what we learn, what we take away from the calls. There's always something. But one thing I want to say about fluoride, there's one thing too. Um, fluoride, even though if you don't ingest it and it's so toxic, it is still absorbed in our lymphatic system.
Yeah.
So we have to remember that too. It's not only when you swallow either. And it's funny because I had a conversation with someone again this morning, just like that. And what I find works really well too, in just a conversation like that about products, I'll always say, "Oh no, I only use safe products."
Yes.
Like, what do you
Yes.
mean? Well, let me tell you. So it opens up
Wonderful.
a
Yeah.
conversation, and it's so easy to share from that. Yeah. So, I just want to tell you everybody, maybe this week we should commit to just spreading the word about safe, adding it to our sentences when we have a simple talk, just a little conversation like that out of the blue. Say, oh no, I like safe products. My products are safe. Or you don't even have to say my products. I only use safe products. Let's add that little word.
Yeah, and if I may, Sandra, there's nothing wrong with you putting, of course, the health as a front line in your business. It's okay because I know that health is very important. It is one of the foundations of building, a long lasting life, right? So but on top of that, if they're already using the fountain of life, what you can do is you can also upsell, right? You can also, have you heard about the microsilver? Have you heard about this? Have you heard about this? Because I've been also using this on top of the fountain of life. And so you just have to, upsell it and share it, because who knows, no? It's not just the person that you are talking to, someone else from their household might be in need of it. Their children, they have children at home, right? So especially if they're children, what toothpaste have your children been using? So asking those questions and saying, and for me, I use this because I'm very concerned about the health of my children. Who doesn't, right? Who doesn't? So
Right.
I use this, microsilver toothpaste. It eliminates the fluoride, and as a parent, you always want the best for your children, right? So even if money is not a problem, especially when it comes to your children. So that's the reason
Right.
why you can always share all the other product lines that we have, so that they can enjoy all of the benefits that we have just learned today.
Correct. Correct. One will bring you to the rest. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Well, with that said, I could definitely do some announcements here. We have a new one. Mm, I'm excited about that. So, if that's okay, there's no more questions. So, whoever I've missed in the chat, thank you so much for being on board tonight on the call. And so, I'll share my screen now.
Yeah, and while you're sharing your screen, I see here a question. Is there a distributor in
Oh,
Israel? Well, absolutely. We have a huge market there in Israel right now. And yeah, so if that is your question, Bernardo, then definitely we have partners already working in that market. So yeah, you can start to connect with your team there, and yeah, you can build there in Israel. Yeah, yeah. Before we end, I probably have noticed that we have this series of launchpad trainings, and it's
yeah,
actually what we are focusing on right now. And as we have always said, repetition is the mother of learning, right? So we need to be more familiar of how to go through this launchpad training, especially if you have new partners coming in your business. We want to make sure that you master this course. Basically, the basic foundation of growing your business, the launchpad training. It contains several sections, okay? And we have our qualified trainers doing this training each and every single week. We have one every Tuesday evening to cater to your time zone. And we also have another one every Saturday morning that caters to another time zone. So, whatever works for you, then you can basically attend that and invite your partners, invite your newly launched partners to join that as well. So that's the reason why we have this repetition and series of the Launchpad training, so that you will become a master of not just you listening to it, but also you will be also training this to your new partners and to your team as well. Okay, so and I do hope that you had some learning and knowledge that you have gained for today. And I do hope that this knowledge you can use it all throughout the week. And I hope that we will all be seeing you in our upcoming Southeast Asia events, which we are truly very much excited about. And yeah, can't wait for this Southeast Asia tour with our LD4 and Eliao. And I'm sure this is going to be a phenomenal time together with him.
That's fantastic. So thank you again, everybody, for joining in tonight. So as we always do, like we always end, one team, one dream, one
One dream,
system, uh-huh,
one system.
one system, and to the billion.
To
Yeah,
the billion.